Okay, good. Great. So let's just come to standing right now. And let us get into our bodies. Let's roll the shoulders up and exhale them down. And do that a few times at your own pace. We have some background piano music.
The flow.
I don't know, maybe it'll work out. What did one of my students say? She's like, it's very relatable. I'm like, okay, great. So we're going to inhale and go ahead and press into the balls of your feet and rise and lift the heels. There you go. And then exhale down. And then you can lean forward and stick the hips back and then roll. I'm hearing some snap, crackling, popping.
Me too.
Woo! Good thing I have this bar up here. Let's inhale the arms up. Open up the heart. This is exactly how we started the gentle class. Inhale, arms up, and then bring them out wide. That's it. You can move when I move, or you can stay right where you are. I just move so you can get a better view. And one more. Let's inhale the left arm up and then lean over to the side. Breathing into the side body. Relaxing that shoulder away from the ear. And you can look down or up. And then you can inhale, arms all the way up. And flow onto the other side. Looking up towards the ceiling or down to the floor. Before we finish class, I'll introduce you to Kevin, my bunny rabbit, who I'm sharing space with right now.
So cute.
And inhale, arms up. And you can stay there or you can join me by turning directions. I'm just going to exhale, sit the hips back, and relax. I'm having my feet, they're roughly under my hips. And I'm taking a pretty deep bend in the knees to really release the lower back. Taking some cleansing breaths here, especially if you know you've had a really kind of stressful day. Taking some nice inhales through the nose and exhale through the mouth like this. We're going to do some yoga shred breathing here. So that means we're going to inhale, long spine, straighten out the legs. And exhale, press the feet into the floor, squeeze the belly button. Arms out wide. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward again. You can bend the knees or not. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, press the feet into the floor, squeezing all the breath out of the belly. Arms out to the side. Inhale up. And go ahead and do that at your own pace. And one more time. Oh, I messed up. Inhale, long spine. Exhale. Coming to Tadasana and just noticing how you feel after some slow, mindful movements and some vinyasa, which really is just movement linked to breath and breath linked to movement. Just notice. Our yoga practice can be very nourishing because we use the body and the breath to get us into the present moment. We're going to be doing some lunges here. I'm going to show you from the side. Let's come and do some sun salutations, some real simple ones first. So you're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine, and then bring the hands down to the floor. I know you like this one, Caitlin. We're going to bring down knees and then bend the elbows down. After a long day at work, this might feel really nice. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, really firing up the arms to keep us in this position. Feeling some nice opening in the front body. Exhale, release down. Hands under the shoulders. Let's come on up to downward dog and bicycle the legs. Deeply bending the knees and sending the hips back. You're going to inhale. Look at how I'm rounding my spine. And that's an exhale. And then I'm going to inhale nice and long. Exhale, pressing the belly button up and pressing the hips back. And then rolling forward onto the toes. I'm going to have you breathe however you want to breathe, except here, definitely exhale. Pressing the belly button up towards the ceiling, towards the spine, coming back. Just going back and forth here. Certainly using some strength, but also making some room in the spine. Notice how your spine can get really long here. And then bend the knees down, come on down. Ooh. Here we go. Go ahead and lift your right leg and bring it up towards the top of your mat. Coming to a lunge. Take a look at your feet. Make sure that your feet are wide. They're not one behind another, but the wider you have them, the steadier you're going to feel. So this leg is straight for now. Then I'm going to bring my arms up. Then I'm going to bend that knee. Ooh, yeah. I didn't see anything.
No way.
There we go. You can bring the arms out wide to act as kind of like a balancing pole here too. Yeah. That's 3, 4. Dropping all the way down, that's it. Straighten out this leg. Lean forward. Bringing the hands either to the floor or to your top leg, and drop that heel behind you and get a nice stretch in the back of this leg. Long spine. Okay, bring the hands onto the mat, bend that front knee. Hands up towards the top of the mat. Let's come to plank. You can bring your knees down or just come all the way down to chaturanga. Cobra. Downward dog. Oh, this is not my favorite mat. Lifting the left foot, bringing it up, placing those feet so they're wide, getting into your balance here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend that knee. Here we go. Inhale up. Bend the knee. . 2 Good. One more. You're gonna come on up, you're gonna straighten out that back leg, straighten out the front leg, lean forward. Oh, this is balance. Bringing the hands onto the mat or onto the ankle, or a little bit of both. Really just getting a stretch in the back of the legs. And maybe that back heel comes to the mat, maybe it doesn't. Just going for a nice stretch. Go ahead and bend that front leg. Hands down. Let's come to that plank again. Chaturanga. Up. Back to downward dog. Go ahead and bend the knees. Hop forward as much as you can. Long spine. Exhale, fold. And then rise on up. How'd you do? Pretty good? We're going to add to that. So we're going to do that same sequence, but we're going to add to each side. Okay. So let's bring the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, pressing the hips back. Inhale, a nice long spine. You can walk back or jump back to your plank. You can put your knees down or chaturanga down. Either way, you're going to make your way to downward dog. You're going to lift that right leg, bring it to the top of the mat. Come to that high lunge, the heels up. We're going to do that 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to straighten out that back leg, drop the heel, straighten out this front leg, hips forward, folding forward, hanging out here. Getting a nice stretch in the back of the legs. And you can bring your hands up the leg if you'd like. Really what you want to feel is a nice stretch in the back of the legs here. And we're going to have a little fun with this. You're going to walk your hands down onto the mat, bend this front leg, and lift. Oh. Lift as high as you can, maybe lean forward. You can even open up the hip, Caitlin. Oh, that's a very flattering look. Open up the hip and play. So the hips facing, both of the hips are facing down towards the floor, and then you can open it up. Depending on where you like to feel the stretch. When the hips are facing forward, I feel a deep stretch in the back of the standing leg. When I open it up, it gets a little bit more into the hip. Just play with wherever you are. Oh, I see an animal.
Yes, that's my dog Sam. Not sure what he thinks about the yoga.
Take a big breath here. Exhale, draw both of those hips so they're facing the floor. Bend that front leg. Come on up to standing. Woo. Exhale. Come on down, chaturanga. All the way down back to downward dog. Lifting that left leg. Drawing it to the top of the mat. Notice how I adjusted. I brought that back foot out wider, so it gives me a nice wide base. Yeah. Same thing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend that back leg. Inhale, arms up. 2, 1. Straightening out that back leg, leaning forward, and stretching out the back of this front leg and the back of that back leg, stretching. And then you're going to bend this front leg, coming to a standing split. Again, the hips can be facing forward or opening up to the side. Whatever feels good. I'm going to show you from this side. You can stay right where you are. It's going to show you from this angle. So you see the hips are facing down and then they open up to the side. You can play with balance here too. It's really about what it feels like in your body. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then you're going to exhale, close those hips. I'm going to meet you back where you were. Coming to plank, chaturanga. Inhale up. Downward dog, bend the knees. Hop. Long spine. And come on up. How you doing? Feeling nice and stretched out?
Yeah.
Good.
Feeling a little limber.
You feel what?
Feeling a little limber.
Limber, a little limber. Okay, good. Limber is good. So now that we're like really, I feel like pretty firm down here. We're just gonna roll through some sun salutations to get the heart rate going and to get some sweat production happening. How does that sound?
We like that. That's good.
Good. Okay. So let's come to the top of the mat. Getting firm in the feet. Inhale, arms up. Folding forward. Long spine. You can bend here, jump back. Come on up to downward dog. Bend the knees, hop forward. Inhale, long spine. And rise up. Again. Folding forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, jump back to plank. Hang out here. Then lower slowly. Up dog. Down dog. Right when you get into the down dog, you can bend those knees. Pop forward. Inhale, long spine. Relax. And rise up. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhaling and exhaling. Long spine. Jump back. Chaturanga down. I see you. Good. Down dog. Hop forward. And rise up. And one last time. This kind of standard way. Jump back. Down dog. Bend. Hop forward. Long spine. Bending and rising up. We're going to add those leg lifts and those lunges right into our next sun salutation, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, nice long spine. Come on down to plank, chaturanga. Inhale the long spine. Exhale, downward dog. Lift that right leg up and then bring it to the top of the mat. You're inhaling your arms up and then you're exhaling them down. Here we go, plank chaturanga again. Up dog, beautiful. Down dog, lift that left leg. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale all the way up. Feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexors. And coming on down again, excellent. Come down to chaturanga. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Tuck, come on to downward dog, bend the knees. Pop up, long spine. Exhale, bend, and rise on up. Got the hang of it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again. Arms up, folding forward. Long spine, jump back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog, lift the right foot. Come on up here to the lunge. Folding forward again. Woo! I'm feeling myself sweat. Woo. Back to down dog. Lift that left foot. Bring it on up to the top of the mat, rising up. Exhale, fold. Chaturanga. Up. Down dog. Bend the knees. Hop. Long spine. And rise up. How are you feeling? Good? You gonna grab some water? I'm gonna grab some water.
Yeah. Of course, hold on. I feel like I haven't had a minute to myself this afternoon.
You probably haven't. It's amazing. I had no idea that when you work from home, you could literally work like the whole time.
I've been on meetings since 1 o'clock this afternoon, straight through till 4:30.
Ugh.
He wanted me to stay on longer, and I'm like, I really need to do this for myself. I'll be back in an hour.
Good for you. It's super important.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's come on down. I'm going to show you, we're going to do something for the upper body. This is what we did in the shred. And then I swear we will just chill out. But I'm going to show you some shoulder tapping. We did this in the yoga shred. It was a Tabata. We're not going to make it Tabata because it's a little crazy. But I'm going to show you from a couple different angles. And we'll just do a couple on each side. But it's a combination of upper body strength and core. So we're first going to come onto our knees. I'm going to tuck my shirt in just so you see that, that the core is being engaged here. Like, that shirt doesn't really help. But notice how I'm not leaning this way. If anything, I'm pressing the hips back. And what we're going to do is stay right there, Caitlin. I'm going to show you from this angle just so you see what a shoulder tap looks like. It looks like this. Okay, so go ahead and do a couple of those. Now, you can make them a little more challenging by coming on to plank. Taking the feet out a little wider helps. How's that feel?
Cool.
You've got it, right? Good. So we're going to do a couple rounds of that, and then we're going to take it up just one level more. And we're just going to, feel some fire. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, good. Let's do 20 taps and see how it feels. And really, I want you to do them slowly. It's actually the slower they are, the harder they are. And let's do it really mindfully. So notice, to me, when I do the shoulder taps, I'm just amazed at how my body gets into this automatic adjustment system. I feel like lines kind of lighting up from across the body, and then it readjusts. So it's kind of amazing. So just use this opportunity to get into the body and be amazed with how it works, so as well as it does. Okay? So I think we're going to go straight right into plank with you. And then just leaning over to one side and tap the opposite shoulder. And let's do the other one. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're halfway there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. Crawl those arms up towards the top of the mat. Relax the head towards the mat. Walk your hands towards you. Take the knees out a little wider. Bring the hands behind you and just open up the shoulders. Draw the hips forward and open up the heart. You can look up towards the ceiling. Arms out wide. Hips back, coming to child's pose again. Take the knees out wide now. Now our second set, I'm going to invite a different kind of movement here. And instead of keeping our hips really stable, we're going to open up. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. Here, instead of doing this, we're going to do this. And my feet, notice what my feet are doing. I'll show you from this angle too. Really pressing into this arm to open up. You can even, it's kind of like a side plank. You want to try that?
Well, you can give it a try.
I like your attitude. So coming to plank, you're going to press into that right arm and bring the other arm up. Perfect. And now the other side. 2. Let's keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Countdown. 10, 9, 8, woo, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Coming to plank, knees down, knees wide. Come to child's pose. Nice work. And slowly come to all fours. And down on to the back. Oh, finally. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest and roll out your lower back. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can always use a towel, but actually for this, we're not even going to need a towel. Let's just straighten out the arms really long. Hugging your right knee into your chest. Doing some hip circles here. Hugging that knee into the chest again, and then you're going to straighten out that leg. And you can hold that leg wherever it feels comfortable. Down low, under the knee, above the knee. Wherever you feel as though it's a good stretch for you. What you're doing is just getting a stretch in the back of the leg. Really kind of grabbing the meat of my calf. Flexing that foot. Ooh! Relaxing the upper body here. Nice work today. And one more little tug. And then releasing it down, stretching out nice and long. Go ahead and bend both knees and windshield wiper. Straighten out the legs and notice how the right leg feels compared to the left. Roll the ankles, even notice the feet. It's funny because you're really stretching out the back of the leg, but you may notice that you felt a nice stretch in the bottom of the foot and the sole of the foot. We're all connected here. And then go ahead and bend the other leg. Maybe it's the left. And roll that hip around in the hip socket and roll your ankles out. And then straighten out that leg. Hold it with both of the arms wherever it feels comfortable. And then you can flex that foot. One last tug. And then exhale that leg down, stretch out nice and long. Whew. Hug the right knee into your chest. And then let it cross over the body so you come to a little twist here. And your gaze is going to be in the opposite direction as that knee. So let that knee cross in one direction and your gaze looks off into the other. And if you'd like, you can take that, I'm trying to figure out which, I think it's your right hand. Take that bottom leg and bend it, and maybe you can reach down with your opposite arm and hold it. This is called cat tugging its own tail. If you can reach down and reach that lower leg, I don't know if you can see it from here. Just provides another deep stretch. Big inhale. And exhale, let go of that bottom foot if you grabbed it. And hug that knee to center. Stretch out nice and long. Let's do the other leg, hugging the left leg in and letting that leg cross the body. And coming to a twist here. And if it's available to you, you can take that top arm and make some contact with that bottom leg and stretch a little further. Only if it's available and if it feels good. Let's take 2 breaths together here. 1 inhale, exhale, and another. And exhale. Letting go of that bottom leg. Bringing that leg to center. Bend both knees and windshield wiper. Now you can hug your knees into your chest and then grab the back of your knees and just rock front to back. Rocking front to back. And then coming to balance right on the tailbone. You can let go with the arms. You can straighten out one leg and then the other.
I thought you said we're supposed to be relaxing right now.
Hold on. We are going to. Because then you're going to roll back. I want us just to engage that core a little bit more. And come onto your belly. And stretch out that core. How does that feel?
Oh, very good.
Good.
My dog is judging me. He's on the arm of the couch, just like looking at me,
I love it.
silently judging.
They're so judgy. So pressing the elbows into the floor and then pressing them back behind you so you can draw the ribs forward. And then you can exhale. Whoa, my hair. Exhale and draw. Let the spine melt between the shoulders and draw the head forward. Relaxing here. Inhale, pressing the elbows in, coming to that strong Sphinx again. And then you're going to relax, bringing the hands onto the mat or onto the floor where I am. Draw that, let's say the right knee towards you, and then rest on your left cheek. And relax here. Relaxing the muscles in your face and relaxing your jaw. Recognizing that exercise is certainly a form of stress, but it's a positive form of stress. Where you train the body to feel stress and to recover from stress. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Bringing attention to where you feel release in the body. Straightening out the legs and coming on up to child's pose, back to child's pose. Breathing deeply into the lower back. We did a lot of work today, working the core. Strengthening the core to strengthen the lower back. One more inhale. And then exhaling. Inhale, coming on up. And then making your way to Shavasana. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I'm not allergic to the rabbit, but I am allergic to his food. So the Timothy hay is just drives me crazy. So I'm going to grab a blanket. I don't know what you have around you, but you know I'm a sucker for the neck pillow. So make myself a little neck pillow here. And I'm going to set my alarm. Now, in yoga teacher training school, they told us it takes the average person about 7 minutes to really downshift into a deep state of Shavasana. So that's what I'm going to give us. I'm going to give us 8. And I'll make the timer really quiet, so maybe you'll hear it, maybe you won't. Any noises you may hear, like my 14-year-old upstairs, or my dog's barking, it's just proof that life is happening without us. But we're here. So rolling on back. Oh, I'm going to align that much better. Relaxing the muscles in the face. Just coming into your body, breathing. If you still have things to let go of, really make that exhale slow. And out through the mouth. Taking some breaths in and out. Hugging the knees into the chest. One at a time, maybe, or both. And go ahead and squeeze. And then you can roll over to one side. Take a breath or two here. And then pressing your hand into the floor, coming on up to a seated practice, coming on up to a seated posture. Bringing your hands together at prayer and bringing thanks to your mat for making time for your yoga practice today, for taking time out of your super busy day to make time for your practice. So let's take one big breath in together and exhale just out.